You're welcome back to this channel. We are Sources TV Africa. Kindly like, subscribe to this channel if you are a first timer on here, and do not forget to comment in the comment box for us to get your views and contribution in regards every of our content. We have another interesting content here. It's all about the ICANN Institute of Chartered Accountants Nigerian hosted their annual accounting conference today that was held in Sheraton Hall in Abuja. Every year, ICANN presents a unique theme for the conference that represents timely business and leadership trends to help leaders and organizations advance and excel in today's evolving world. So, every of the 2023 presidential candidates is invited to give a speech in regarding the topic adopting sustainability for economic growth and having their views and foresight for the growth and betterment of Nigeria economy. It was really an interactive session. We'll be dropping the video now, but please do not forget to like, comment and subscribe to this channel to have all of our updates as we publish them. Thank you.
So whatever law you're making comes to naught, because we're not going to be able to use the federal police to do what we want to do. But we are committed that we are going to allow states to have their police force. And when people begin to realize that if there's something that the economy will grow with branches or taking the attack to reserve areas that are well structured, then we have to pay some money for that. Once an economic thing, we definitely work for all, and it's very important. And the state police will be able to ensure that we do not just roam around all farmland to destroy the sources. So it's what is facing in high level across the various states in Nigeria. And we need to stop to that.
Thank you very much. I want to propose also to the candidates of the all parties. Professor, have you given thought to open grazing, what you're going to do about it? And in the same breath, you might want to comment on electricity generation.
Okay, let me first talk about the electricity generation. I often say this, that government does not know how to do business. Government should not be in business, rather only but to create an enabling environment for business to thrive. If we check carefully, we discover that every sector that government have huge involvement has problems. The power sector, the tertiary education sector, check them. Because government's role should basically be creating an enabling environment for investors to thrive. So one of the very first things we do in electricity is to look at the policy framework. Today, Nigeria needs 100,000 megawatts of power. We are only able to produce 4,000 megawatts of power. We have companies in India, just companies that belong to an individual, producing over 40,000 megawatts of power, a whole country. So we must begin to look at the policy. NERC, the regulatory council, let us have more investors come in and begin to handle power generation, power transmission, and power distribution. We must not make a sector that is hinged upon national development monopoly. We don't monopolize the sector. So the monopoly currently in the power sector is what is making Nigeria not have power since 1960. If we must grow as a nation, the power sector must be liberalized. And we need to start having those that know how to do business run the power industry. That is the way out. And for open grazing, why are we talking about open grazing? Because of the huge security challenge we have those who practice those businesses. First, we need to solve the security challenge in it. We need to identify, we need to database. One of the biggest problems we have as a nation is data. We are in a country that has no data. We are in a country that operates no system. If we must prosper as a nation, we must have data. We don't even know Nigerians that are giving data. We talked about the NIM and the BVN. Even if we are trying to build a data for Nigeria, we know who Nigerians are. What about the children that are giving birth? We must begin to run a management system for all our hospitals so that a child that is giving birth to Nigeria is recognized. That is the only way we can build a country. Today, we have this ICANN. You know all your members. Your members have numbers. You know where they are. You can track them. As a country, we must begin to build a system. The solution to our problem is to build a system, and that can only happen by digitalizing the economy. I'm a digital professor. And I understand this. We talk about this technology. I want to lead to the disagree with my friend, Mr. Peter, who said one of the ways to make Nigeria a productive economy is to invest in the vast land in Yobe. No. In as much as we must invest in agriculture, subsidize food, but one of the best ways to convert Nigeria to a productive economy, one, is by investing hugely in Nigerians. It's two, is by making Nigeria a nation that has what? Friendly business economy. Are you aware that Nigerian visa is still one of the toughest visas to get in the US and China? A country that needs investors. Are you aware of the kind of policies we have that encourages double taxation and frustrate investors from coming to this country? Many investors that are in Ghana and other West African shores have Nigeria as a target market. But the only reason why they will not come to Nigeria is because of our poor business environment. Okay. We must begin to resume this. So what I'm saying is the nutshell is this. We must invest in human, we must invest in technology, we must create a enabling environment for business to thrive. In so doing, human beings naturally will move in the direction that profit them the most.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Professor Peter, they are just going to ask for your comments, your quick comments as we wrap up now. After that, I think we've spoken on open grazing. Is this something you'd like to talk about? Let me just quickly ask you. Open grazing and electricity. And after that, I'm going to, go around all of the presidential candidates to give their closing comments. And that's where we'll have to wrap up this session.
Open grazing, ladies and gentlemen, we will have to find a new beginning, which must start by calling a spade a spade. That is what has kept us where we are. Take open grazing. The defense of it is that they have basic rules which they want to hold on to, which were made in the past. But does it include trespass? That you said here, does it include damage to farms, to crops? Of course not. So, you see, if you're in a country and you want to review, you must start from somewhere and you must put your feet down and do the right thing from the beginning. So my own suggestion is that the farms, because when we talk about costs that it has to persons or property,
it's dead.
Who came there first? The farms that are there should be protected before we begin to look into what we are doing to cattle that are getting into farms and destroying them. In the weather on Saturday, I was there. The songs that greeted me from the women that I went to see were that Nama has destroyed all our crops. And not destroyed all their crops. Women are abused. People are killed in those farms. And then we talk about security. And then we come here and we want to gloss over these issues. Then we don't want a new country. After will not be for that. If someone like me coming from where I'm coming from, no. I will first of all secure, bearing in mind the issue of the basic rules, the right of every Nigerian to traverse the country from beginning to end, but also bearing in mind that issue of trespass, especially to food sustenance and security. So I will first secure the facts, then we need to sort out, no matter how long it takes, who to give what right, to do what about his own source of livelihood. Don't forget, because the cattle is someone else's source of livelihood, as against the farm, which sometimes is also, the basic sustenance. On a general note, I want to make this point here, and this is a very good area of calculating minds who are looking into why all of us are here. The 27th President of the United States of America, his name was William Howard Taft. William Howard Taft later became the 10th Chief Justice of America. It was Howard Taft who built the Supreme Court as we know it today. It was Howard Carr who got money from the legislature, from the executive of which he was one, and started doing the Supreme Court and supervised it until he was no more and his predecessor took it. And that is the grandiose edifice that you see today that is called the United States Supreme Court building. So, lessons to go from that. I have administered the judiciary for 8 years. I'm the best man to condition Nigeria, and I give you 4 years to do that.
Okay. Thank you so much for your response to that. There's a quick one here, and I would say that any of the presidential candidates can respond to it as we close. It's also from another past president, and it is specifically about the body of chartered accountants. It says, accounting professionals use technology in our role as trusted advisors, performing sought-after services to businesses, government, SMEs, non-profits, and individuals. What will you do to help build a highly skilled and competent pipeline of professional accountants in Nigeria? This is as we wrap up. You'll answer this question, each one of you, maybe 30 seconds, and also give us your closing comments. Thank you.
Okay, let me start. I am a digital professor, and I know that in the accounting profession, now you have a professional exam. We've grown into a digital economy. States like Zamfara has shut down education for 3 years. With a digital education, schools can be shut down because of insecurity, yet education continues. I have been in the field of human capital development, and I also understand this. We must begin to engage professionals. ASU is on strike. We have students studying accounting in the university. Once ASU is due, they will be asked to wrap up their semesters or their session within 2 weeks. What we have done is to destroy the mindset of the Nigerian people. When you educate your people, you improve their mind. Education is about mind reformation. We must begin to build accountants. We must begin to build every person in every profession to be able to develop Nigeria as a nation. Foreigners are not going to develop us. We as Nigerians, we have the duty to develop our country. So huge investment in the profession is key. Digitalization and ensuring that we get the right hand to do the right job. With a system, you don't need to know anybody to become somebody. We're going to create an economy where a man that knows nobody can become somebody without knowing anybody. That is digitalization. That is strengthening the institution of Nigeria. Currently, I have said this and I'm doing it. We have opened up our digital university for Nigerian students that are at home suffering from ASU strike to study. As we speak now, we have hundreds of thousands of students studying for free. I did that. I don't need to be in government before I can impact. We have hundreds of thousands of students studying in online in all over Nigeria. I'm committed to this cause. I'm not in this race to be famous. I'm in this race because I know I have what it takes to solve the lingering problem of Nigeria, from power to security to education and every facet. Thank you so much for inviting me. God bless you.
First, as I thank ICANN for inviting me, I want to truly thank you for gathering together. As you gather together to talk to yourselves, you're actually causing yourself to sit down, to examine issues and to see the way forward. Yes, technology is very important. In my state, I believe that those who are concerned with the IT system will go very far in ensuring. And I'm not ensuring that technology plays a major role in our accounting system. And the World Bank has been very, very useful to many states in going in this direction. But beyond this, it's important that we must take advantage, as we say, of online learning, and I think that ICANN has to lead that and ensure that people don't have to come all the way to Abuja together, because that's a great aspect of the people. So we must work using technology to ensure that we have very regular courses for our various accountants, both in the public and the private sector, and I think that is key. And that is something that government is supporting in the various states. They are realizing that more of the accountants are within states and the organized private sector than even at the federal space. So that is quite important. Then going forward into where we are, we need to recreate hope for Nigeria. And in creating that hope, we need to be sure that we are one people and we commit to being one people. I want to disagree with my friend. Nigeria has to be united for us to move forward. Because if a component part of the state of the nation is doing well and another zone is not doing well, we will continue to experience these issues of insecurity going forward. We need to ensure that we create jobs and work for our people. And that is going to be through a private sector-led economy that's enabled by the government of the federation and government of the states. And we must work together to ensure this. In our educational sector, it's very key that we must emphasize science and entrepreneurial education going forward. We cannot continue in the pathway that we are taking at the moment. And that is inclusive of ICT development in our various schools. And I think that this is very key to us. And we must ensure that we continue to manage the health of our people and manage our populations in such a manner that it is constructive and productive, not what we find at the moment. Because the more the women are producing 8, 7 children, and the children within the poor class, that situation is going to create insecurity continually, and that ought not to be. So we must find ways of managing this going forward. The coming to the energy sector is important that we do not only rely on the major electricity issues. Captive power is there. In my state, we are running so many of our government facilities in captive power. That is what is going on at the moment. And the more we are able to generate captive power in various places, in such small settings, we will find our way to reduce the energy needs in general. It's important. As we subscribe, I run 4 universities in my state. 34 universities are currently in section. That is because we pay special attention to education. We have 4 universities run by the state, and the 4 universities are in section. It is doable. It depends on your commitment. It depends on what you are set out to do. When people are uneducated, they are lost people, and we must take special attention of that. And I believe that it's important that we reward this country in the best interest. Everybody has to be included in the growth of this nation. Otherwise, we will be growing insecurity rather than growing the economy.
Thank you very much. I want to say that one of the most difficult things to get over is when an accountant asks you to find a receipt for every transaction you hold. And then I start asking myself, why is it easy to steal in Nigeria if there's an accountant doing his or her own job in every sector of the country, demanding for receipts for every transaction? But the truth is that our biggest problem in this country is the opaque way we transact business, particularly in the public and private sector. And I want to call on our accountants seriously to help us get rid of paperwork. Paperwork is one of the easiest ways to steal. And get involved with real digitalization and technology. Don't let me lie to you. The computer is about to steal your jobs if you don't get up to speed with technology. There will be less and less accountants at these conferences if you don't get used to the way the world is changing. And as I've asked of you, those of you who are in the room and those who are watching and listening to us, when I come to government, I'm going to need a lot of accountants. Every nook and cranny of the facet of life of Nigeria and Nigerians, so that we can sustain this country further. Finally, and in closing, I don't want to say too much. I know people demand experience all the time, but I urge you to look at the meaning of experience in the dictionary. It says people who have had direct contact with things that are happening and those who have observed them. I'm sitting down here with 32 years of experience having participated in fighting for democracy, observing all the good and bad leaders. I've never met any good leaders, not many of them. And also ensuring that this country works up to the point that it is today. Ask yourself on the other side, the people with experience, what they have done to your country. The country is broken, is disunited, and is disheveled. I just urge you to choose between darkness and light. Vote right in 2022. Thank you very much.
Heartily thank the ICANN for inviting me here. I've enjoyed a long day and I wish you well. Thank you very much.
Well, let me thank ICANN for the invitation and continue to urge that they continue to discuss the interests of Nigeria. A few big comments that I go to what the accord candidate mentioned when he said about what I said about consumption to production. When I mean that, I talk about the entire value chain. I did say we need to create an enabling environment, a regulated environment that will allow businesses to thrive, especially micro, small businesses. You don't have any time to expatiate. I would have expatiated on what I mean. And in terms of education, I mentioned it, I was very clear when I talked about HEI. I said, go to Anambra and see what we did in education. I don't think anybody can talk about education in this country without talking what happened in Anambra State, where even a professor candidate has said, schools were closed for 2 years, and he did not allow the governors to come back. But the same state became number 1, 11, 2013, to 2013. So it's a different issue. So that is the airport of that. On issues that we have to discuss, we need to move the country. I say it again, this country needs to move from consumption to production. It's not producing enough, it's not exporting enough. There's a lot we can do today to create jobs. We can't have a country of this size with this 30-something% unemployment and don't have problems. Every country of our size, from Vietnam to Indonesia, have less than 10% unemployment. That's why they have less problems. And they have issues that we have their agitation and all banditry. But the more they push people out of poverty, the better they are doing. And like I said, doing simple things and doing it consistently. Next year's election should not be based on ethnicity or tribe. There's no tribe in Nigeria that buys bread cheaper, or have uninterrupted electricity, or have better roads and everything. It should not be based on religion. The Muslims don't buy bread cheaper, neither do Christians. All these things are ethnic, all these things we see, ethnic, religion, or my tongue, are all elite conspiracy to keep us down. When people talk about it, let's look at the past. What were people able to do in the past? Where are they coming from? Let them show us where they manage. If you say you're not to be corrupt, let's see how you manage the last money that was given to you and everything. Next year's election must be based on capacity, on character we can trust, competency, capability, and determination to do the right thing. Nigeria has all the potential to be a great country, and I say, give the opportunity to somebody who is confident. He'll turn around Nigeria. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you very much. On this note, we have come to the end of this session. I have to thank very much the candidates that have graced this occasion. The presidential candidate of the Accord Party, Professor Christopher Irene Numone, the presidential candidate of the African Action Congress, Mr. Omoyele Shure, the presidential candidate of the All Progressives Grand Alliance, Professor Peter Omeadi, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, the vice presidential candidate of the New Nigeria People's Party, Bishop Isaac Dabosa, who had to leave us, and also the vice presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, who is currently the governor of Delta State. You have heard them, and I'm sure that come 2023, February 2023, they will know whether you have been able to convince them to vote for a party, for their party. But at the end of the day, don't forget, the choice is yours. The choice is in your hands. So vote wisely, as they say. Thank you so much for inviting me, and thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. Can we rise up and give them a standing ovation? Thank you. We're going to have a presentation of gifts. Thank you very much. You can be seated. We have presentation of gifts, and we invite our 58th president, Madam Tijani Musa, is please hold on. We have gifts for you. Thank you. Let's appreciate our presidency.
Ladies and gentlemen, we wish to sincerely thank the presidential candidates and their representatives for honoring our invitation. And as Mount has said, please vote wisely, vote according to your conscience, vote for the party of your choice, and we pray that you have a fair and free election devoid of violence. We pray that you have peace. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We are very
So let's let me get to the presentation of this. I'm going to go in the same way that we started. Let's invite the presidential candidate of the All Party, Professor Christopher Irene Monero.
For transparency and accountability, we'll get the maps open by being informed these are the conference cards given to every delegate who has registered or has come yes. Okay, these are the conference materials we are making available to all now. So it's a show where this is accountability.
Of course now. Transparency.
So as I hand it over the mic, I will say that it's my privilege and honor to present this conference cards to all those who agree with our invitation. Thank you.
Thank you very much for following very closely in the presidential candidate of African Action Conference.
Alaja. Hello. Sorry, sir.
I could carry my bag by myself.
The presidential candidate of the All Progressives Grand Alliance, Professor Peter Umeade. And right up next is the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Mr. Peter Gregory Obi. Thank you so much. We also have the vice presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa.
So we'll be having group photograph with all the candidates. With their backs.
Excuse me.
Hey, I cannot turn down my camera. Let me put it.
Oh, sorry, let me pass. Excuse me. I'm on the fence.
I say who dropped it? Members of the body of past presidents will
Get better. See now, I want to get this picture. I want to get it. See what they do that's where they use phone and camera for different things. So your hand to go up. First you know if you do that, make your hand go up. And sometimes this for self the hand go wide past normal camera lens. Normally, don't if you use fish eye now. You use lens where you pop away from you. So I don't know where sleep.
Thank you very much. So, Mr. President, you have the final gift for the moderator. So you can do the presentation. So, our moderator, please, can conclude that. And have a comprehensive photograph for the president and members of the presidency. Thank you. Yes, yes. Thank you very much. I think I received this information from the Ashwaji team. that are presently in the short stop and they are unable to join this event.